Hello and welcome to the Web News with our pick of the stories making the online headlines. Coming up on today's show, outrage in France over an online video showing a teen assaulting another girl. Australian web users speak out in support of the Islamic veil and burqa. And a series of stunning teeterboard flips. A teenage girl is pushed to the floor and beaten and kicked by another young lady as a handful of teenage boys look on, laughing instead of intervening. These scenes of exceptional violence were filmed in the French city of Mons and posted to Facebook on Monday, sparking widespread outrage. Shocked web users vowed to track down the attacker and convince the police to get involved. And the social media campaigning has already paid off. As the French police have explained on Facebook and Twitter, investigators received a lot of information leading them to the suspect and her victim. The police force has thanked web users for their valuable help, but is calling for calm nonetheless. There are indeed a growing number of posts insulting the teens in the video and calling for revenge. This story brings to mind another violent incident which took place early September in Nancy, when another young woman was viciously attacked. Again, it was filmed with a mobile phone and footage was shared online, generating widespread anger among French web users. 4 individuals have since been arrested in connection and will soon be appearing in court. A number of Liberal Party politicians in Australia have been calling for a ban on the wearing of burqas in public places for some weeks now. Their campaign has become the topic of lively debate, with some politicians arguing a full facial and body covering poses a threat to national security. Australian web users are outraged, saying the campaign associates Muslims with terrorists. One teenage girl decided to speak out against what she describes as stigmatization of the Muslim community and posted a photo online wearing an Islamic veil. Her selfie soon inspired copycat gestures, with scores of Australian women taking to social networks sharing photos wearing a hijab, all wanting to show their support for fellow women who just want to be able to practice their faith. But Twitter users remain divided over whether or not women should be allowed to be totally covered up in public spaces. Some applaud the social media campaign, others say it's promoting a symbol of repression, as a lot of women are forced to wear the Islamic veil or burqa. As the Sydney Morning Herald reports, when questioned on the controversial topic, Prime Minister Tony Abbott opted for a more moderate stance than his backbenchers. The head of government thinks a burqa ban should only apply to some public buildings. He has said that although he personally doesn't like these garments, it's not the government's role to tell people what they can and can't wear.
And it's not the business.
As Nigeria celebrates its 54th anniversary of independence, social networkers across the country have been posting under the I Dream of a Nigeria hashtag with their hopes for the future. Tweets urging the authorities to do more to combat corruption, for example, or to set up a free education system for all. Web users say if their calls are heeded, then they will play a major role in moving the country forward. The Dutch adopt a no-hands approach when drinking whiskey. In China, elders hold their glasses higher than juniors. And in Hungary, it's most definitely not the done thing to clink glasses. This infographic looks at some of the world's weird and wonderful drinking customs. It may come in handy if you're planning a trip abroad, so head to lifehacker.com for a closer look. With musicmap.com, you just have to type in the name of a singer or band you like, and the site will come up with a host of other musicians and performers you also might like. Some well-known, others just waiting to be discovered. It's a great way of expanding your musical horizons. The only downside is that you can't listen to any extracts directly through the site. Here's a latest adrenaline-packed clip from YouTube regular Devin Supertramp. Check out this trio in a stunning display, performing some of the world's craziest and most daring teeterboard flips.